After the hit sensation that was Haunted Gas Station, I can't wait to see what excitement the Spoopy Spins provides for me this time. The anticipation is killing me. We give the boy a good old spin and find that the game chosen by Destiny is a small horror title by the name of Bernie's Nightmare. The game is normally $5, but I got it on sale for 49 cents. In retrospect, thank God, because if I would have paid $5 for an experience that maybe lasted me 10 minutes, I'd be throwing a little bit of a tantrum. Is 10 minutes that short? It really depends on the context, I guess. 10 minutes to finish a game that costs the same as 5 big chickens before tax? That's short. 10 minutes in bed with your mom? No one can possibly last longer than 3, so that's actually quite a feat. You won't even last 3 minutes fucking my mom. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself though. Let's get a little background information on this game as it installs on the old PC. Bernie's Nightmare released 4 years ago and was developed by Kevin Yang Games. Just like with Haunted Gas Station, there's not much information on the developer, but in this case, that's probably for the best. Kevin was 15 when he made this game, which puts him well into the minor danger zone. I did find his YouTube, however, which has very little on it. It does have some teasers posted for games he's made or was making. He hasn't released anything in a long time though, and I really hope that the mixed reviews for this game didn't cause him to give up completely. I really wasn't sure how I'd feel tearing into this game made by a 15-year-old, but I guess considering it's been 4 years, I can be a little less tactful with my words since they're 19 now. But I'll still hold back a bit. Unlike this guy who just... Hang on, you gotta see it for yourself. I've played with sheets of paper and it was more fun than this game. The AI feels like it was coded by a 9-year-old with Alzheimer's whilst being crippled. I don't know whose idea it was to release this game to the public. Some sperm cell outbeat all the other sperm cells that could have cured cancer, but no. This special little sperm cell won and created Bernie's Nightmare. You'll have more fun getting your legs ripped off by a chimp. Don't waste your money. Jesus Christ, man. You don't have to incinerate a 15-year-old like that. Reading that made me feel bad, and I didn't even like the game. Good God. I gotta get some comedy in here to lighten the mood. I didn't read anything on the Steam page until after playing, and I think maybe that was for the best. The description of the game is slammed with backstory and information that isn't actually told in the game anywhere. I was under the impression I was in someone else's nightmare, but it seems like maybe it's my own nightmare based off the summary, but maybe my monkey brain is too small to understand the full scope of Kevin's image. None of these bits have been funny enough, so if you're still with me, I do applaud you. Let's move on to the actual game now that it's installed. If you played one horror game like this, you've played them all. It's your typical collect items and avoid monster. Think Granny. There's just different levels of good when it comes to games like these, and well, I'll let you be the judge on this ones. There's 3 different difficulties, though I wouldn't actually recommend playing any of them. Just close the game, go get a snack, or do something else instead. My cat is biting me while I'm trying to record! If you really want to push through it though, just pick the easiest so you can actually play the game to completion. Initially, you wake up in bed. Something interesting about this game is that interacting with items isn't really how it should be. You'll be looking directly at the items, spamming click, and it simply will not activate or add to your inventory. It's strange because you get this little gripper symbol when you're able to interact with something, but it's just not precise enough to actually do it. Walking out of that room, you are presented with the upstairs of a house. Crying can be heard in the distance, or maybe that's right beside you. Actually, I can't really tell the direction of the crying is coming from. It actually makes it kind of difficult to tell where the monster is that can murder you in one hit actually is located at any point in time, because the crying is not super directional. We quickly find these absolutely massive batteries around the house. I'm talking yoked as fuck. Clearly they were taken from your mother's vibrator in an attempt to get her to leave the house. Obviously, it didn't work, and we could find her going full GOBO mode wherever she pleases. And I mean full GOBO. Look at that stance, that posture, coupled with the knee-length khaki shorts just screams, I want to speak to the manager. This woman is looking to make a Starbucks barista cry on their lunch break. And unlucky for you, you're looking awfully submissive and breedable. There's not much to talk about in terms of story or gameplay. Collect the 3 batteries around the house while avoiding GOBO mode Karen, then collect a key from the upstairs. I thought I was gonna have to do some sort of cool puzzle to get the code for the keypad door, but it's just on the fridge. It also never changes, so if you're playing this, I can save you some time on your speed run. 2236. Now's the point where you should realize that you haven't actually been recording any gameplay whatsoever, and you need to stop and consider what you're doing with your life and how it has brought you to this point. Go GOBO over there, you cringe lady. I haven't been recording this whole time. How much? I've been going for 30 minutes. Oh! No. Oh, shit. Start over from the beginning and repeat items 1 through 4. I want to add, it is very important to open the keypad door before grabbing the key from upstairs. If you don't, you'll consume the key whenever you open that door and have to restart the game. I also realized at this point, Karen was on a very specific path, and she doesn't really bother you for the rest of the game. She just kind of gobbles around, and you can do the rest with ease. Fortunately, kind of ruins the horror element of the game. I wasn't scared of the monster, I was scared of whatever bug would cause me to have to restart the game again. Upon opening the gate that may or may not be a JPEG file.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want
You find a little shed, I guess, and a well that I was so certain would be important, but like, no, it wasn't. Like, I really wanted it to do something, but it was just a well hanging out in a completely wooded out porch area. Considering this is a dream, the landscapes don't actually need to make sense, so I can forgive whatever this space is. However, you can't have a well in the first act and not use it by the third, so I will have to roast you a bit on that. Finding the piece you need for the power switch is a little annoying, but after searching for a bit, you can find it in the trash can, which is coincidentally where this game... I'm sorry. By some weird fate, Kevin is watching this. Seriously, don't take it to heart. I gotta make some comedy, and I can only make so many your mom jokes before people click off the video. Take the circular battery back to the switch, power that bad boy on, and don't do what I did from this point. Apparently the lever needs to be a specific direction for the elevator to work. I didn't know that, and I tried interacting with the buttons so many times with nothing happening. Oh shit, come on, come on. Go, do something, do something, do something, do something, do something. Do something! Do something, elevator! Q. Z. Oh, Jesus Lord. I'm about to get fucked, isn't it? Come on. Come on. Press, press, press. Okay, I'll come out here. Go back in. Right click? I literally can't. I can't, dude. I can't. I can't interact with anything. I ended up restarting because I assumed it was bugged like before. I spent more time playing this game, which is really not something I wanted to do. Once you actually get to use the elevator, you'll find the final note and key. You can simply leave from there and wake up in the real world. I don't think I even saw Karen after I got the first key upstairs, so I guess she also found the PlayStation 5 that was up there and started playing some Fortnite. At this point, I also want to add, I decided to throw it on the hardest difficulty to see if maybe that would make it a little bit more interesting. But it doesn't. You can't do anything. She will immediately lock onto your location, and she's faster than you, so you can't get away. I was just stuck under the desk immediately from the beginning, so, you know. There's that, I guess. This is not a game I would usually spend money on. I know the thought of monetizing your creative efforts is very tempting, especially when you're young and you don't have a lot of other ways to get income. I mean, even as an adult, I struggle with that. But my dude, make this game free and I think some of the criticism would lessen. Haunted Gas Station got away with so much because it didn't cost anything to play. In hindsight, there was actually more going on too. There was a story told, some semblance of progression, and funny movie title puns that gave me a chuckle. Here, there's really none of that. No story unless you read the Steam description, no dialogue or food puns. If there was a can of like spaghetti hose in the kitchen, I would have rated the game a little less harshly. It takes very little to amuse me. I can absolutely applaud what a 15-year-old accomplished here, but I'm not sure that makes it free from criticism. I'd be roasting it even harder if it was an adult, honestly. I'd have to give it half a tombstone out of 5. The environment felt empty, there was like a story, and it was over so quickly I felt like I was back with my ex-boyfriend. I raised the review to a 0.5 because it was pretty fun playing Vampire Simulator when I saw myself holding items in the mirror. I want to make it clear that I will not be refunding games during this series. So Kevin, maybe a new Steam purchase will ignite your fire for game development. I'd love to see where you've come in the 4 years since this release.
Please consider subscribing for more content. I noticed your Google tabs, and I can't believe you're into that. I'm not judging, I'm just surprised. Like, it's just a little weird is all. Not more weird, but along those lines. You need to use incognito mode, my dude.